What's up, guys? It is Gray, aka the Hokage, and today it's My Hero Monday. Somewhere in the world, it's My Hero Monday. Once I started working Mondays, it was a lot harder to get these out, but close enough, right? Anyway, we got a new chapter. It feels like forever. It feels like I think in the past month we've only gotten one chapter, and it's just been brutal. Anyway, there's a cute art at the front of the chapter, like there always is. And real quick, actually, I do want to show you. No, I don't know how I'm gonna. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Hold on. There's a really funny Kaminari face. Yeah, there it is. Where's my cursor? I see it right there. It looks so goofy. I love Kaminari. All right. Anyway, on to the chapter. So before we get into it, if you like My Hero content, you should subscribe and like the video. There's my reminder. I keep forgetting to say those things, but here we are. All right, so we got Mudman and what the fudge is her name? Lizardy. Trashed your name. Setsuna, the one that can like split apart her body, like Buggy, straight up Buggy, the pirate style, and just like control them all individually. Gosh, she's got features. Anyway, they're trying to. Mudman is like sabotaged on the ground to try and stop Titansmachia. The 1A and 1B students are getting ready, and then Momo talks about how normally it's like a huge injection to stop him because he's huge. But they're just going to do an oral dose, and it should be one vial amount. And they're basically talking about, like, we just need to get one of these in, so everyone has one. We got, like, a big old plan. I got a bunch of vines with Mineta balls on them. And they're like, I hope Midnight's alive. And then Mina, because she's a positive person, is like, don't worry, she'll be alive. And I was like, maybe. Matt Lady still holding on to the Titansmachia. Just a hero, literal hero. Just a champion. I'm sorry. This is quickly winning me over on Matt Lady's side. Like, I get it. I get the hype. Kamui Woods is still there too, my man. They've looked better. They're holding on desperately for their lives, but they're there. We see like the villains and heroes are still fighting outside of what's happening right now to Titansmachia. He trips Toga and Twice are like, whoa, because the big boys start to fall, and he oofs on the ground. They've stuck his head. They have the vines. They have some strong people holding his head down. By strong people, I mean like the three. They have like Beast, Sugar Rush, and then Big Hand Girl. Listen, man, don't expect me to remember One B's names ever, except for Monmoa, because he's the only one that gets like dialogue outside of the one orc. Mr. Compress is like, why are there so many UA students here? And then Toga just kind of looks down like a weirdo. There you go. You kind of see it, right? Bottom left of the page. Yeah, you guys kind of see it. They also know. I don't know if I didn't mention this earlier, but they know that the League of Villains is on his back because they saw the fire from Dobby. They like try and ambush him on top. They use Aoyama as like a gun, which is funny. Jiro tries to get a sneak attack in, but Dobby scorches her ear. How dare you? Best girl gets hurt, but she doesn't look like that hurt. She just gets like, ooh. She's like, fire bad. They throw a bunch of things that attract electricity for Kaminari. He's about to get a sweet AoE attack. It's about to be amazing. He's like, I'm gonna zap them all. And then he gets immediately owned by a bunch of debris from Mr. Compress. There's a really sweet like robot finger gun arm now. So that's tight. I love Mr. Compress, dude. He's so cool. He's even cooler now. He gets like a robo arm. He's sweet. And then he says after that for the audience, he's like, "Yeah, I'm empty. I don't have any more debris in my Dragon Ball capsules that I carry." They try and throw a bunch of vials in, but luckily, he's not wearing a mask and he breathes on them. They all get the corona. God. But he exhales very aggressively, and it just swooshes everybody back. Apparently his breath smells bad, according to them. And then there's some fire. Dobby sets fire to the city. City? Forest. It's a forest, guys. Not a city. It's a forest. Dobby sets fire to the forest. I don't know why I said city. And then they explain a little bit about Gigantomachia is one of his quirks. Because, you know, he's multiple, right? That's his whole thing. He's got a ton of quirks, obviously. He's like, yeah, he can transform morale into physical energy. I don't even know what that means, but, like... And Toga asks him if his arm's okay, which is nice. A whole bunch of those quirks that helped on the battlefield, and he's like, yeah, just like the doctor said, he's our guardian. And they're like, oh, we can't get close because of the fire. And then Momo is like, we're not done. We've rigged it with mines, so he's going to fall in sinkholes. And then Spinner is like, this guy's a champion at digging. If we're underground, they'll get there faster. And then Mr. Compress is like, that would kill us, Spinner. And he's like, oh, oops. He's like, yeah, he's supposed to bring everyone along. And they're like, oh, that's a shame. And then one other paranormal liberation guy on their back, the one that has like the really long black hair. I don't know his name. It's a computer one. I don't know. They get ambushed by some heroes. Some heroes show up, and Mount Lady goes on Gigantomachia's back and is like trying to force open his mouth. And he's like, hey, the kid's just trying to get stuff in your mouth, so I'm going to help him. And then she's like, I trust the fledglings of UA. And then we get a cool panel that you guys can't see. God, I could just shrink my webcam. I could just, I don't know, do this. But that's like, you know, so lame, right? That's so lame. No, actually, the only reason I kept it that big was because I was scared of copyright. But I guess these videos are fine. So, yeah, I'll keep myself tiny. And then I get a cool panel of Mina because she's the reason. If you're wondering why she's goopy, it's to get through the fire, and she's about to yeet one last capsule in his mouth. And that's it. That's it. Cool chapter. I don't know if I rated the last one, but this one is a solid 7 out of 10. I enjoyed it. Not a lot of character, just an action-y chapter, not a huge like character chapter, which is the chapters that I'm typically more of a fan of. But it's still really good. The art's amazing, as always. I mean, the art's always going to be amazing. It's not even, I can't even complain anymore. Like, that's not even. I almost don't want to make it a compliment anymore because the art is always so on point. I love Mr. Compress. I love him. I don't think I talked about this moment enough. Kaminari's about to have like a huge moment where he electrocutes the entire League of Villains, and he literally gets his one-liner cut off by getting smacked with like rubble, like building rubble. Like, my man is hurt. So hopefully next chapter we have a cute Jiro Kaminari moment. That would give me life. You guys have no idea. That stuff powers me. When I'm low, I just reread the one chapter and my everything is restored. Otherwise, there's not a ton to talk about. Mount Lady's dope. We get a nice sneak peek into Gigantomachia's quirks. Who God only knows how many he actually has. I think I might have mentioned it, but I know it's a lot. It's quite a bit of quirks. See, Gigantomachia is so strong. Now, I just want you guys to know, this is like multiple characters are working to stop him from moving. They're not even trying to defeat him, really. They are just trying to, and he's held back. Like, they even mention in this chapter that, like, if it wasn't for the League of Villains members on his back, he would be able to get to Shigaraki better. And remember, even still, this is not a Gigantomachia trying to fight them. This is him trying to get to Shigaraki. His one mission right now is to get to Shigaraki. Not fight them, because if it was fighting them, I think the fight would be over. I think we can all agree the fight would be over by now. He's literally just trying to get away. So, like, Shigaraki, if Shigaraki and Gigantomachia are in the same space, what do you do? What do you do? Not to mention the other League of Villains, which are all, some of them are like really OP in their own right. Mr. Compress and Toga are some good examples. Whereas Dobby and Spinner, Dobby could be OP, but he jobs every time he fights. Anyway, it's a cool chapter. I do like seeing the kids do stuff and have like really cool teamwork, and Momo being a leader. That's good development. Hopefully we get a little bit more of some of the kids, a little bit. Where like we're also missing quite a bit of the children. Not quite a bit, but like some of them, like some of their teams, like Ida's not there, for example. Kirishima is Tokuyomi. They're all doing other stuff right now. I don't know where Ida is. Dude, I don't know. Is he with freaking Midoriya? I don't know. Who's Ida? Anyway, that's pretty much it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. Once again, Fridays, Bleach. Watch the videos, please. I'd love the support. My other channel, I'm going to start uploading again. I took a quick break because of school, but school's over for a couple weeks. And I'm going to try and really pump out some videos, at least 2 to 3 a week. Hopefully more. Obviously, I'm trying to mix it up over there, doing some Fault. And I'm going to try and sprinkle in some Smite, because I do want some of my viewers to be accustomed to my Smite content, because Smite's a game that I've been playing for like 9 years. So I'm probably going to keep playing it at this point. They trap me, I guess. Either way, that's me blabbering. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see all of you next time. Peace.